Velma! There you are!
Norville? What the hell?
You didn't answer my VMs, voicemails. And then my dad heard me call you the B word, so I lost my phone for 24 hours. But I had to find you because I still don't know if you listened to my VMs, voicemails, let alone responded. Did you?
Yes, and I don't want to do our math homework together. Just email me your answers like always.
Yes, of course. Though I left you some other VMs, voicemails.
I know what VMs are!
Oh boy, I just watched Velma, and I have some thoughts. I told myself repeatedly that I was not going to watch this show, but...
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
When we were first treated with these character designs and the art style, I was like,
Ah, okay. Wow.
not for me, no thank you. And when I learned Scooby was axed from the show for being too childish, I knew something was up. Then we were graced by the pilot. The first thing we see is two cockroaches banging in front of nude high school girls talking about meta humor. I violently facepalmed. Jeez, the meta humor was just so goddamn lazy. This whole series has a hard-on for stating the obvious and then just doing it. Not even subverting our expectations, just plainly saying, oh, remember how funny it is that this happened on a television show? And then they proceed to just do the thing. It feels like a show made by people who don't like cartoons.
Culture, or especially 420 related humor, kill me. You know what 420 is, right?
Yeah, it's code for adults who still watch cartoons.
What the hell is that?
Something that was supposed to be shot in live action, but they were too embarrassed by it, so they begrudgingly made it animated. And you've probably heard this before, but it reminds me of Riverdale mixed with Venture Bros, but not done well, because those two things surprisingly have great writing. Well, obviously Venture Bros has great writing, but hell, even Riverdale more than this. Animation-wise, it's sad because the show doesn't look bad. The character models look surprisingly nice, and when there's shading and dramatic lighting, the colors pop. But don't get me wrong, it's no Mystery Incorporated or the straight to VHS movies. For what we were given, it's a step up from Be Cool Scooby-Doo, which in my opinion was funnier but bogged down by its art style. Yeah, the Seth MacFarlane Scooby-Doo.
Come on, Fred, we're just trying to help.
I don't need help. I need quiet. Please, if you can all just be quiet for 5 seconds, I'll figure out where we are on my own. 5 seconds? I mean, what's the worst that could happen if we're all just quiet for 5 seconds?
The worst that could happen would be one of us is unable to warn the others of something bad that's gonna happen in 4 seconds.
What are you not telling us, Velma? Out with it!
Wait, did we start the 5 seconds already? You need to say, and go, or something.
I'm being quiet. Ah, see? Here we are, the Crystal Canopy Tour Company. I told you I'd find it if you just gave me a few moments of silence.
But we didn't.
I give up.
The characterization in the show is just weird. Aside from Velma herself, who's mostly on brand, she's snarky and a know-it-all. It's not something new, it's been status quo since Mystery Inc., but it's been done better in other adaptations. Velma also has this strange subplot with Daphne, which I swear feels like a cliche. You see, Velma and Daphne used to be best friends up until 2 years ago when they went through puberty, and Daphne switched up and hanged out with the popular girls and left Velma in the wind. So now whenever they see each other, it's on sight. Back in the first couple of minutes, during the shower scene, Velma pulls a Tanya Harding on Daphne. If you're too young to know about that, go ask your parents. There's also a whole thing about Velma's mom going missing and the guilt of that, making her hallucinate and having panic attacks and freaking out, and It's not bad visually, but I guess it's a thing. A common critique about Mindy Kaling's projects is that she only knows how to write one specific character type, which feels a lot like a self-insert. And there's a huge common thread between her and brown girls not feeling pretty unless they assimilate into Western beauty standards. And that is definitely implicated in the show. And that is something that just really grinds my gears. Like, it's Velma. Everyone thinks Velma's hot. I mean, I don't know one person that doesn't think Velma's not hot. So it's just a weird rope to pull.
It should have been me. It should have been me. It should have been me.
Freaking beautiful. And Mindy's not a good voice actor. Take it from my pal Cisco, who said it best.
Mindy Kaling's voice acting in this show is terrible.
But you know whose is really good? Glenn Howerton.
Yes.
I wouldn't I cannot hear Dennis Reynolds in Fred, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. And the problem, it's like if they got Lily Singh to do Velma.
Yikes.
That's what it's like. Because if Lily Singh did Velma, it would be just like this. No difference whatsoever. Because there's
no Scooby and Daphne are not together. They make Shaggy weird. What's going on? Shaggy's not cool.
Shaggy's funny though. Actually, no, Shaggy's pretty cool. Shaggy's popular as fuck.
Not in that way. He's supposed to be ironically cool.
Shaggy's popular as fuck. Shaggy's a fucking influencer, bro.
Then that's
Shaggy's
not Shaggy.
out here on YouTube with a food. He's out here eating food on Twitch.
All right, let's talk about the characters. Daphne's backstory just infuriated me. And it wasn't the race change thing or the two moms thing, because that doesn't bother me. No. It's the fact that she's poor. Daphne, poor? I mean, come on. Her whole thing is that she's rich. And occasionally she's the team's wild card.
Because I cut the bricks! Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Hello to you. I have a weird accent now. Whoa! What'd I miss?
I flew a spaceship, for goodness sake. Think I can handle the mystery machine.
Okay. Just trying to help.
Go ahead.
And sometimes the muscle. And they don't really do anything with her character. Just, tease her with a ship between her and Velma. And I don't know, she's like the preppy girl, but she's fronting, I don't know, because she's hot. Her and Fred, guess they like each other, but there's a whole thing with Fred.
Why does Fred have the camera?
Because, Velma, Brenda also photographed this.
Wait, your secret is you're hairless? If I was hairless, I'd literally wear a bikini to school every day.
Not hairless, Velma. I haven't finished going through puberty yet. I'm a late bloomer. How else are my features so boyishly delicate? But Father says if people know, they'll laugh and never respect me as the man and unquestioned leader that I am meant to be. So we keep the secret hidden away to avoid embarrassment, which is why Brenda and her stupid camera left me no choice but the unthinkable.
Oh no.
It's okay. I'm just gonna do to you what I did to Brenda.
It's a whole mess. Speaking about Fred, honestly, Fred is probably my favorite character out of the bunch, but that might be my bias because I really like Glenn Howerton, who did an amazing job to the point where I couldn't even recognize that it was him until he does a scream. So, yeah, once he does the scream, you kind of hear him channel his inner Dennis Reynolds, which makes sense. Fred's a psychopath. So, it kind of works well. So in this canon, Fred and Daphne switch places. Now, Fred is the pampered rich boy, and Daphne is the poor orphan, to the point where the boy never lifted a finger, which made him stuck in a prepubescent body, which causes him to have a tiny little baby dick. And he constantly avoids sex, sleeping with Daphne. I mean, dude, like Ice Spice said, you should have been a munch. Also, Freddy's framed for murder because basically the whole storyline follows Velma following breadcrumbs that comes back to Fred, and it turns out Fred didn't murder anybody because she's too weak. All he did was just bribe the girl in question, but you know, she's dead, so doesn't look good for him. And then he has this whole psychotic break in the courtroom to try to prove that he's like tough, which gets him in more hot water. Also, Velma's dad is defending him for some reason. I don't know. Money, I guess, because Fred's rich. This isn't the first time modern Scooby-Doo has had to deconstruct Fred, but usually it's in a fun and exciting way. You know, they just make him a lovable himbo who's obsessed with traps.
Stop! Stop! My shoe's untied.
You're going to have to contribute something to the conversation, Fred.
Did you know that nets have been used in hunting for over 30,000 years?
No one wants to hear your net facts, Fred.
I know, but it's just I love nets so much. You don't have any idea of what they're made of or what they can mean to somebody.
Call me Crush.
Darn it, lady, I'm serious. Where is she?
Ugh, Fred, it's me, okay?
Oh. I need to tell you something, and I need you to listen. I'm not a guy anymore.
What?
I have feelings!
But now he's just some self-absorbed jerk who wouldn't even touch Daphne with a 10-foot pole. I mean, I don't know. Him and Daphne are flipped, and I just don't like it. And finally, we have the elephant in the room, Norville. Norville's not Shaggy, man. What they did to Shaggy is a straight-up crime.
To say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Everything we like about Shaggy has just been stripped away, and this is basically a different character. He's obsessed with Velma, and he's anti-drugs, and Shaggy isn't really the love-obsessed character unless we're talking about food, or Scooby, or hell, we're talking about aliens, monster women. If you know, you know.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit means something to me, man.
Overall, mostly the characters are dicks. I have no problem with snarky humor, but the gang just doesn't feel like the gang. They just all feel like they hate each other, and it's so weird. I'm just really not rocking with the tone and the humor and the meta in this incarnation. The visuals are good, or okay. Again, they're nothing like the 90s or even Mystery Incorporated, but it's a step up from Be Cool Scooby-Doo, so I won't knock it for that. But I heard that this show might be greenlit, or it has been greenlit. I don't know. They're rumors, so I don't know. Nothing confirmed. If you have heard of something, or if this video comes out of date, just let me know, and we'll find out. I don't know if Mindy is going to improve from here, but we'll see. If you agree or disagree, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know the next time we upload. And thanks for watching.